I've always wanted to start a band since I was like, I've always wanted to be in a band and be like a rocker since I was like 10 years old.
Nice.
And in high school, we would joke about having this band called Lesbian Tendencies.
Nice.
I think when I was 18, I joined another band with like 3 other guys. And I joined it just to like learn how to play guitar, learn how to like how the whole like band like music scene works and all that stuff. So I once I left, I was like, I'm ready like to start my own. So then I just started it, like finished writing a bunch of songs, got it for show, and then we played our first show. And then I came to Nayeli, I'm like, hey, we got a show. You're gonna learn these songs. But I just like was really inspired when like being in another band didn't work out, and I just really wanted to come out with my own songs and my own sound and do things the way that I want to.
Nayeli, what was your reaction when Isela came to you with like a vision?
I was shocked at first, but I was for it. Like, I knew that I had nothing to lose going into it. And when I was younger, I used to always draw myself like guitar, and I never knew it would be like a bass guitar. Like,
Sure.
Like I want to be an artist. This is another segue to being like a musical artist on top of doing visual stuff. And I was like, why not? Really?
Is this art in your room? Is this all yours?
This is some of mine. Some of it's my friends as well. You got to keep all that inspiration around.
Yeah. That's so cool. What do you think the relationship is between your visual art and the music you make? Like, do they influence each other?
Yeah. Recently I've started like as a practice, I'll listen to a song over and over again and kind of zone out to it and then draw out what it feels like to be a part of that. And so now I can use that to like write my kind of my music too. If I want, if I'm inspired by a painting, then I can like transmit it to something like that people can listen to and enjoy in another factor. And yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. Sophia, when you decided to join the band as the drummer, like what was that decision process like for you? What were your
it was pretty easy just because like I had known them like a little bit before, and they were super cool and just like super open and like nice. And I'm not very a social person to begin with, so like they're super like approachable. And so it was just more about like me nervous that I was like could do it. Like I think the first time we practiced together, I was like shaking because I was just like so nervous. Like it was like I was like performing in front of a giant crowd, but it was really just like us. So it was like it was hard. It wasn't a hard decision, but it was still like very nerve-wracking for me because it was my first time ever playing in a band ever. It's like my first band. And before I had just been playing on the Renters drum kit, like just doing random songs that I would try and learn, like from Turnstile or something. And now I play the Fazes music, which is dope.
Yeah. And how did your comfort with that change, with like playing with all of them?
They were just like the nicest people ever. Like I don't know if I maybe just too critical of myself, but they were just like, oh shit, like you got it. And I was like, oh, I do? Like, thanks. I had no idea. And then now, like, I think when we perform and we get nervous, like we just tell each other, like, it's just us in the practice room. Like, just pretend it's us in the practice room. And it's like easy. Gravy.
Yeah, I think that having a bond like that with your bandmates is huge because, like in school, you had to work with people on projects all the time and like think about all the group projects that just like sucked because you didn't feel a connection with your group or something, you know, like
Mhm.
I think that that relationship is huge, and it works for y'all because your music sounds great. So.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. So a couple more little fun questions that I wanted to ask you guys. So just imagine for a minute that you're gonna have to direct a music video for one of your songs. Which one would you pick, and how would that look like?
OMG.
It's a little creative prompt right now to think about.
How we would direct the music video?
Yeah, like what would be in your music video?
One of the songs that I've been wanting to make a music video for is Venus and Scorpio. And I want that one to have a lot of skating in it, right? Like I'd be cool if it was just like a full skate edit. A lot of our friends are skaters. All of us are like started learning how to skate, and like the whole culture is so immersed with art. So I think that would be super cool to just incorporate it into it and like have a lot of female skaters in it would be sick too. I also kind of see it like to have a storyline embedded too, like maybe like a love story. Venus and Scorpio is like people who love hard. And Sophia, Venus is in Scorpio. And
So your sign? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, so the way they love is just intense. But it's kind of like a love song, so I want like some, I don't know, some theme of love and a lot of skating.
I
Wait.
think also, oh wait, go for it.
No, go for it.
Okay. Also, when we play, we try to incorporate like a lot of red colors and chrome. So definitely like that kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, we take a lot of inspiration also from like just disco and like retro future type of look. So a lot of chrome and sparkles. I think we kind of try to give off like the futuristic side visually.
What about you, Sophia? What would you throw in there as the drummer? How do you see your drums
I
portrayed
think
in
the
this video?
skate idea for Venus and Scorpio is so dope. Yeah, I mean, like they said, all the time, like we just use chrome or like just super girly type things like sparkles or like definitely purple's got to be in there for sure. That's my favorite color.
Nice.
But they hit it pretty right on the money with skating and then having a bunch of female skaters in there and incorporating that love aspect of Venus and Scorpio is super cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like to hear about the themes you guys write about as well. Is there a song that you have that really kind of captures maybe a theme or a message you typically like to write about? Or maybe just a song that it's your favorite and you want people to listen to it when they check it out?
So Venus and Scorpio is totally one of my favorites.
Luna,
That one is,
Luna.
yeah.
Luna's about Stella's dog.
Oh,
Yeah. No one really knows that,
you said it's
but
called
if
Luna?
you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh my gosh, this is totally about a dog. And I love dogs.
The song, oh my dog.
That's sweet. Just another form of love, right?
Yeah.
I
Love
guess
is the
they're all
same.
I love songs. I have a song called Reflections, which I really love. One of my favorites. That one's kind of like just about, I don't know, like kind of like reflecting on the person that I am and like the things I've been through, and then also like like recognizing that and changing it to be better. Reflections.
That's a box.
Yeah, that one has a lot of emotion into it. I think just writing, I kind of put everything that I felt into words and just put it out.
Totally.
Some of them are just like kind of those feelings, like just letting it out.
Yeah. Totally. Well, we're about out of time, but for our listeners, check out the Phases. What are your Instagram and YouTube handles? Like, how can people find you if they want to hear about upcoming music from you guys and shows when the quarantine is over?
So we're the Phases. It's THEFAZES. You can find us on Instagram, on Twitter, on SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Spotify. We're everywhere.
We have stickers under Bandcamp too, I think. If you want to support some local artists.
Yes, please support local artists. They can't play right now in person for y'all, so go check this out.
Right.
All right, well, to our listeners, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to the Phases for chatting with me today. I can't wait to see y'all in person hopefully soon.
Yay. Thanks for having us.
Nice
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.